And we are live. Greetings, mortals. I am Juaraevo, and welcome to my Anti-Valentine's Day live stream. We have with us today Casey from Casey's Creepy Creations. Say hi to Casey.
Hello. And for what it may be worth to you, poor mortals, happy Valentine's Day. Me, on the other hand, I think I'm going to go have a Valentine's Day cookout after the stream is over.
Nice.
And I don't have to worry because I brought my own fire starter.
Yep. And we have Theta of the Grid, or the Nerd Archaeologist as he goes by now. Say hello, Theta.
Hello, Theta.
We have
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me.
And we have Crazy Horse and Alice. And those of you who are coming over from the last stream, we just had a birthday stream over on Richard Spake's channel for Crazy Horse.
Hey. Alice will be back shortly.
And last but most certainly not least, the woman who drives the purpose of my life, Rainbow Sparkle.
Don't forget, drives you insane.
We drive each other insane.
True.
That tends to happen.
So we're gonna.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm guessing. I could, but I'm not.
But we got a lot planned for tonight. I got a few games planned for later on, but right now we're gonna start it off slow. Valentine's Day is often known as a time of love, a time of romance. Classically, it was known as the romantic holiday. But more recently, it's become increasingly commercialized, and Valentine's Day has become more associated with sex than with love. Getting laid is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Honestly, y'all people need to find Jesus.
I've found him. I'm saved, so I understand. But I know the degenerates out there definitely need to be searching for him.
Yep. Looks like we have somebody else popping in. The wonder from down under. It's Schwartzster.
I'm here, assholes.
I see that, asshole. Great, I'm surrounded by assholes. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Yep.
How you doing, Shrubs?
Pretty good. Sorry, the previous engagement ran a bit long. Unfortunately, Scooby was bee's dick of beating it this time around, so we had to wait to the final nail-gripping moment.
Well,
she didn't beat it, though. She didn't beat it, though. She failed.
I tell you, one idea I actually got, and I told Rainbow Sparkle about this earlier. Any of you ever heard of the game Unfair Mario?
No.
It's basically Mario, but it's an incredibly purposeful rage game.
Oh yeah, I watch streamers that play like some of the hardest made Mario Maker levels, and they just rage all the
This isn't that kind of a rage game. This is the kind of thing where you go into it, you think it's innocent, but the very block underneath your feet could drop out from underneath you randomly.
Yeah, that's how Mario these levels are too.
Yeah, I think definitely have seen something similar to that. Yeah,
but I was thinking of doing a playthrough of that turn that into a review and disguise it as a review of Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my god!
I'll pray for you because some of those levels, I don't think I could even get past for 5 seconds of a level.
I don't know. I kind of like to watch the meltdown.
Yeah, and some of those levels some of the levels that they make, they're timed, so you have to beat them in like 7 seconds, and you have to find a way to make it to the flag before the time ends and you die, and it's insanity. I would completely rage and break something.
Well, fortunately, this game is designed with infinite lives.
Yeah.
It has checkpoints and stuff, and once you find one thing, you can avoid that thing, but then die on the next, and you can slowly progress your way forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely reminds me of that one where you're running through the level and just random shit will change.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. But yeah.
Sounds. I mean, I'd love to see you try to beat some of those levels. That would be fun.
Now, I said I was gonna play it. I never said one friggin' word about beating it.
No, well, I mean, obviously you're gonna try to. I mean, I would love to see you try to beat it.
Try, yes. Succeed, no.
No. No, just no.
Well, at least the man's honest about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you might get lucky. I mean, some of those levels,
it'll be something I'll do for an April Fool's video.
Yeah.
That would kind of be funny.
It would be. Yeah.
Having people come in to watch the Super Mario Brothers review and then see it on.
expecting
an actual game review and just listening to him rage his head off.
Yeah, even the YouTube, even the when I'm posting the video itself, all the tags and stuff I'll put as like Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that. But then I'll add that one unfair Mario tag.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start I'll start it off with the regular Super Mario Brothers title screen and all that, and I'll draw it out to discuss the history of the game and all that. Then, bam, right into the rage.
Exactly. You start the level, and there's bombs. Like there's 50 bombs all over you, and there's bullet bills shooting at you.
Yes, yeah. This is where Juaraevo would do very well, doing his own achievement hunter style games.
But back on track. We have Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day has lost its meaning for a lot of people, and I get a lot of married couples that I've met say, "Oh, well, if you're married, every day should be Valentine's Day." No, if you're married, you shouldn't be celebrating Valentine's Day at all, because Valentine's Day isn't for married people.
I kind of disagree with that. I mean, if you celebrate it the right way, I mean, about being in love and not, being a sexualized
Valentine's Day
holiday, like you were saying.
Valentine's Day was originally designed for single people to find love and get married.
Well, yeah, but still, married couples can still celebrate their love. I mean, they have their anniversary. Yeah. I mean, you should, there's no reason not to celebrate that. I mean,
I'd have to agree. I mean,
but counterpoint to counterpoint, the argument of, well, if you're married, every day should be Valentine's Day. That doesn't work. That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
Trust me, from living with mom and dad, I can tell you, there were very few days that were actually Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Pretty much every day was a
A fight for survival.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah.
Yep. But then you have some cases where, for some people, Valentine's Day is a curse, a looming threat that year after year eats up your joy.
It used to be for me. Now I'm just happy that there are people out there. I mean, I've come to a point where if I meet somebody, that would be amazing, but my life is devoted to Christ, and if he puts a woman in my life that is devoted to Christ as well, and we can raise, we can have a family that is centered around that that value system, that would be amazing. But I've at my age, it's a little harder to date. I mean, there's women out there that already have kids, they're already married, and a lot of people these days, like you were talking about, they're degenerates. They even if they are married, they're trying to still sleep around with other people. You can't trust a lot of people. It's hard to really put your faith and trust into another person anymore, especially if you haven't known them for a long time. It's just really hard to get out there and date and try to put your heart on the line.
Yeah. Well, even then, even in some cases, like in my case, even if you have known someone for a long time, they'll still cheat on you and sleep around.
Yeah.
I mean, saved me from one of those relationships.
Yeah. Yep. I had a fiance that I was with for almost 9 years. Coming out of high school, I was 8. We got together when I was 17. We broke up, and then we got back together, I think, at the end of being 18, and we stayed together until I was 26 or 27, somewhere in there. But anyway, I found out that the last 4 years of our relationship, she had been cheating on me with multiple random people, and the only reason I found out is because she had gotten pregnant, and we hadn't had any relations in months, so I knew that it wasn't mine. So
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Mayday moment right there. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And the worst part about it is her mom she had cancer, and so basically we were her hospice. We moved in with her to take care of her, and she would go out and party on some nights with her quote unquote girlfriends, and I would stay home and take care of her dying mother. And this is when she would be out and cheating on me.
Oh
man,
that is low.
That's why it's been so hard to even think about getting back into a relationship.
Yeah.
Even from what I went through, that is incredibly low.
Yeah.
I'm at least
it
been
took a long time to get over.
I've at least been graced. I've avoided something even majorly that fucky. I mean, my most, prominent whatever relationship would, even the way it ended, would come nowhere near close to that. Yeah. I mean, after I joined the Navy and whatever, about 4 years afterwards, I came back down to the base that's near where I live, and a girl I found, basically, usual apps and whatever, dating apps and whatever, that sort of culture.
Yeah.
It wasn't really sort of trying to be something solid like that, but it just did. It just happened. It's, no different than those sort of things.
Yeah.
It originally started no different to how most, young whatever couples usually do. Either it just clicked, it worked out, it was great, and okay, we were busy being out of wedlock and everything like that, but that was just what worked for us, and it was great. We didn't care. We weren't that sort of particular minded anyway, so it wasn't that big of an issue.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately, whatever's the job, I've got to go elsewhere in the country. I'm going to go overseas, blah blah blah, And I basically said to her, I've got to go. You can't come with me in this case because she has her own obligations down here.
Yeah.
And she said, look, I can't come with you. I said, look, well, I'm not going to make you choose between your family, your job, and everything like that. If you want to keep being together, we'll try and catch up with each other. Great. But, if you prefer, you'd rather cut it off. And if we do, end up back together, or I do end up back down here again, you want to try and restart things, great. That's fine. It's, I'm not going to, strong arm you into anything like that. And so she turned around and said, look, we'll play the safe game. We'll break it off and that sort of thing. And we sort of went our separate ways. But then after a while, I came back down here again for training. And again, found her again. It's like, look, I haven't found anybody. You haven't found anybody. Do you want to try and give it a second go? And she goes, yeah, that's great. I'll happily to. And as far as I knew, for the whole time I was down here, it was just building. We'd fucked it up the first time round, or we'd screwed up the first time round. This second attempt was going to make things different. We're going to make it work. It was going to work out. And what an absolute kick in the teeth. I thought this is a really bad idea. I'm probably going to regret this. But no. We care a lot about each other. It's not going to be that bad. I'm trying to convince myself that, I don't need to worry about anything. And kick in the teeth, I find out that I'm not the boyfriend. I've never been the boyfriend. I'm the side guy.
You were the other man.
Guy. Yes, I was the side guy.
Oh, man.
For the whole time that I came, when I left to go up to Sydney, and in that intervening time, she'd met somebody else and started dating them. But when I came back down here, she had basically said, things aren't going too well with the boyfriend. And then of course, coincidence upon coincidence, I turn up at the right bloody time. And she said, well, this could work for me in more ways than one. So, I basically became when the boyfriend wasn't playing the game, wasn't doing what he was told, wasn't basically, rolling over and being the good little puppy for her, she'd come and knock on my door.
Yeah.
And basically I was the side.
Yeah, so, that's how a lot of women are these days, unfortunately.
Yeah. And it was bad. It was bad enough. It was one of those that it played very well into that sort of circumstance, because most people say, well, how didn't you know that she wasn't, she was spending time with somebody else? Well, she was a daily truck driver. She was driving trucks around constantly, daily during the week. She wasn't available. She couldn't answer her phone, because answering her phone while on the road, it's dangerous. Yeah. So, and of course, I'm at work all the time. The only time I get any free time was usually on the weekends, and that's if I got free time on weekends. So there'd be, naturally there would be a long periods of time where we couldn't see each other.
Yeah.
So, for the most part, it was just, whatever's of circumstance, that happened. But that was one of those moments where I thought I really should have listened to the gut the first time. I really should have. Yeah.
Well, and sometimes, you don't know. I mean, sometimes your gut tells you one thing, and you double think yourself, and you can't help it.
That's the big thing. Yeah, that is the big thing. Is
and even when you do have a gut feeling, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. It just means that you have maybe a red flag popped up, or you just have a past trauma or something like that. That's, I mean, you never know either way. I mean, even if you have a gut feeling, it could work out. The person still could be worth that time, But, on the other hand, these days, there's few and far between women that are actually worth going that distance for and trusting.
Well, is that not just women? That's men as well.
Well, yeah, it is. It really,
it
is. But it's becoming more women too.
I mean, my sister's a case in point. It was always a running joke of with our family was 4 generations either side. It didn't matter what we did in life. Even if we did join the military, we were going to piss somebody off, because you can only join one branch, obviously, and if we've got multiple people in different branches, you're going to upset somebody. So,
Yeah.
Well, what I would do in a situation like that, Shrubby, if you're going to piss somebody off, you might as well piss everybody off.
Well, that was almost what I ended up doing if I was going to become a pilot. Yes, I would have ended up pissing off everybody, because nobody likes the fly boys anyway. But yeah, basically her situation was she joined after I did, about 4 years after I did, so it became very well known around the fleet, that she was my younger sister, and the reputation I made for myself. Most guys took one look at her and went, "Yeah, we're not fucking with that."
Yep.
So the old family ties of when depending on who you're related to, that sort of thing. But then it also went the other way as well. If anything, especially for her sort of situation, if anything went wrong in terms of relationships, it got back to me like that. I'm sure. It was lightning fast. There was no secrets. That's another downside of a lot of sort of military relationships on that sort of thing. There's no keeping secrets.
Yeah.
If it gets out, and it doesn't go away. So yeah, a lot of that's what sort of helped a lot of that culture as well, is now that everybody's business is on social media 24/7. Yeah. There's no hiding, misunderstandings. There's no hiding.
It's right there for the
perfectly innocent coincidences.
A huge red flag is when you can't exchange, you can't see your partner's phone. Like when they're so secretive about hiding their phone and stuff like that. I would never be in a relationship where I wouldn't be able to just pick up my woman's, phone and, look through the messages and stuff like that. But that's exactly what's going on. I mean, that's what my mom and her husband, that's their, thing. I mean, they're so secretive. They hide each other's phones from each other and stuff like that. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah. And I can understand where some people would have some issue with that, but then I also go the other way of, if you're not doing anything that's suspicious, why would you care?
Exactly. Especially if you're in it for like long-term, like marriage and stuff, there should be no secret, especially if you're a Christian as well. There should be no secrets between, you become one when you get married, you are one at that point in holy matrimony, and there should be no secrets between each other. That's what makes the marriage so special, is that y'all have become a part. You have become one with each other, and there should be no secrets.
Well, you can go even deeper than that as well, because when you have relations with someone, you form with that person. You form what's called a soul tie.
Soul tie. Yeah.
So then your souls, whoever you have sex with, your soul and their soul join together as one being.
Yeah.
And you're connected for the rest of eternity that way.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, because we don't We have full access to each other's phones. Whenever 24/7, never.
Yeah, y'all are an amazing couple. Y'all are so cute together.
Yeah, y'all are the power. Y'all are the power couple of our.
I want what y'all have. Y'all are like my inspiration for hope that there is someone out there for me, and that there is trust that is out there. So I appreciate seeing y'all together and seeing y'all being so cute. And I know that there's probably times where there's arguments and stuff. There's always going to be times like that. But the whole point is that you can talk about it and come to a place where you realize that that's the stuff that is special. Like when you have like the imperfections in a relationship, that's it was from What Dreams May Come. Robin Williams says that's the good stuff, that's or no, it was Good Will Hunting. He was talking about his wife that had passed away, and he was saying that like she farted in her sleep and it woke her up. And
my dad did that.
He was saying that's the stuff that he misses the most, is the little imperfections that only he knows about, and that's what love is.
Yeah, and his whole point that he makes to Will, whatever, where it causes him to completely snap and nearly punch Matt Damon's character Will.
Yeah,
that's the level of commitment that most very rarely do people achieve.
Exactly.
That they were in such a position of matrimony or relationship that when they lose them, that they will still react that way.
Exactly.
You'd be lucky if you find that in a 1,000 relationships.
Yeah,
that sort of attitude,
especially these days.
Yeah,
like you were saying, from a man or a woman. I mean, there's just so many degenerates out there that are just looking to hook up. They don't know what love is. They don't want to know what love is. They just want to have a body count.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I mean, the weird thing about it is, it's a symptom of the world we live in.
Yes.
I mean, we want whatever we want right now. And we want it right now. It got to be the best we can get, and who cares about the consequences? What amazes me when you guys talk about all this, especially with the way the world is today, I never realized until I got on social media how curated everybody's perception is of everyone else, and how hard people work to hide their flaws.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I have no one really. I have a couple ladies who I love dearly, who come in, take care of me, but the thing is, I know there are things that they'll never do.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. First and foremost, because if the state ever found out that they were doing any of it, basically they'd get thrown in jail. I get thrown in jail or a nursing home, whichever is worse. And trust me, some of the nursing homes I've been in.
Yeah, I know.
There's
especially up there in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild because, I've never had any luck with women for reasons that I've explained to a lot of you.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I envy Crazy Alice.
I do too.
Sometimes
we've both been through the ringer in some pretty messed up relationships, but before we got back together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My last, before Alice, she was absolutely crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy out there.
Well, that's what I say, dude. The thing is, the way it is now, it's so easy to hide what you are.
With social media and technology, you don't have to go out there and actually communicate with people and actually be intimate with anybody, and I don't mean intimate as in like sexual or anything. I mean like communicate with people and let them actually get to know the real you, and let them see when you're having a conversation, and we get to hide the fact that I mean, I'm just going to be candid here that I cry a lot. People don't know that. People don't know that I spend a lot of my time thinking about how lonely I am, because I don't even have the women to come over and talk to me. I mean, I have my mom and my brother, but they both just treat me like crap, even though I pay the electricity and I pay for food and everything, and I spend every penny just to keep this house going. And I get blamed for everything else. I don't get thanked. It's just a thankless job. That's why it's so important for me to get out of this situation, because it's a waste of money, first of all, because the electricity is through the roof. It's quadruple what it actually should be, because this house was built in the 1940s, and the electricity or the wiring and stuff, it's so old that it actually pulls quadruple the electricity that it should be pulling into this house. So I spend $600 a month just on electricity.
Oh,
yes, that's why it's so important.
No wonder you need help. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have to work a 9-to-5 job, and that's why I have to, make sure that I make a certain amount of money on YouTube every month. And if I don't meet that amount on YouTube, then we end up getting our electricity turned off. So, I mean, I'm working so hard just to try and keep us afloat, while trying to stash a little bit of money aside so that I can get my car fixed and then move out of here. And, that way my bills would be drastically lowered by living on my own.
Yeah, but at least at that point, that you might be able to salvage something of a normal life if you get out of that abnormal circumstance.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying so hard to do. You have no idea how tired and exhausted I am, because I'm working so hard on new videos, new video ideas, my 9-to-5 job, just working out, reading the Bible every day, just doing all that stuff, and then doing this new class. I don't get sleep. I get maybe like 3 hours of sleep a night, and
that's what worries me about the health stuff, is because you're not sleeping or you're not healing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not and eating either. I only eat one meal a day, if that.
Wow.
I can't afford to eat. To eat any more than that.
Yeah. It's like me. I am very grateful God put Rainbow Sparkle in my life, because without her, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Yeah. And I don't want to. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, because I am ever so grateful to Jesus. If it means that I live in this situation the rest of my life, and it's the path that Jesus has for me, that's what I'll do. He suffered for us. The least I could do is suffer for him. And I just want to make him happy.
Yeah.
But with all you have going on, it's almost like you don't have time. I don't want to say time for love, because you can always make time for love. But I know how hard it is when you are super stressed about something, and you are one of those people that always wants to put your best foot forward.
Exactly. And that's why I haven't tried to date anybody, because I can't support another woman. So I don't want to fall in love with somebody and then not be able to support her.
Because you're the type of person that would want to live up to every expectation and
Yeah.
treat them like a queen.
Exactly.
Feeling being disabled and
Yeah.
stuck at home where Alice supports me. That was a pretty hard pill to swallow from somebody that used to work hard on yachts and go.
Yeah.
After my surgery, now I'm pretty much stuck.
Yeah.
You know, when the kids were little, you know, and I got really sick for a while and, you know, was paralyzed.
Oh,
you know,
no.
Yeah, Crazy would, and I was actually at one point told I'd never work again.
Oh, my God.
And Crazy was down in South Florida, and I was up on the mountain, you know, with the kids. You know, he'd send me money.
Yeah.
You know, and I would always be humbled that he sent it, never expected, because we weren't together then. We were just friends.
He just cared about you and wanted to make sure that you were all right. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we first met at 15, and we're
Oh,
together
wow.
until she got taken away.
That's beautiful that y'all have known each other that long, and y'all know each other inside and out, I bet.
And unfortunately, life separated us.
Yeah.
And even though we had never actually even broke up, she got sent away, and then I got taken into Central Florida. So,
but sometimes God puts those kind of circumstances in our lives to make us stronger. True. And that just kind of shows me that y'all are soulmates. I mean, y'all are meant to be together.
No, not meaning to be a black cat with that, and I'm going to blow your mind with this one.
Blow it. No, good. That didn't sound good.
Phrasing. My parents have known each other since they were babies.
Oh, wow.
I kid you
That's
not.
Crazy.
They as kids, because they both the families grew up in the similar area in the southeast of England. Kent, if anyone can see. That sort of area, it's very rare you have a lot of families, big families, and any kind of families that don't really know each other at some point. And the running joke was that they really did want to have, my dad and my mum together at some point. The old uniting of the families, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It never happened though, because the necessaries of military life, moving around. When my sister was, my mum was 8, they moved out over here. Dad was in boarding school while Granddad was, working all over Europe and places like that. They tried to start their own lives. They tried to have their own partners. Dad's first marriage fell through because the woman he was with was pretty much a bitch. But the guy Mum tried to start a relationship with, that fell on its ass because he was a drunk. So it was just sort of happened circumstance that sort of fell into place. Though for the most part, it had always been sort of destined, or at least hoped for from both sides, of it would always happen. And it was just by Dad came over here after the mum's relationship broke up, and he just drunkenly said one night, why when she asked him why did he really come over here, and said, well, to ask you to marry me. And her first reaction, go to bed, you're drunk. But the seed was sown as well, to use the metaphor or whatever and butcher that analogy as well. It was just, it never really been anything when they were kids. There was never any sort of that kind of affection there. It was just, we know each other so well. We know what we're like. Why can't it work? So they just took the opportunity to live together for a while, be the couple, the happy, whatever. And they, one day turned around and said, yeah, we could make this work. And that's
cool.
That's 38 years ago.
That's amazing.
The rest, as they say, is history.
It's history, exactly. My entire history, yes.
Yeah.
I commend you all for that. I will just say to say that I have to be honest. I love them to death, and I'm grateful for the hour a day they spend each. But it still leaves one with a lot of lonely time.
Oh no, I understand. I wasn't saying that. Yeah, I mean, I understand.
And if you don't have the requisite skills to know how to take care of this, it's really difficult to actually go out and find somebody. Like as an example, I'll tell you that at one point I was actually going to start looking for someone, trying to find somebody, and I asked just on happenstance. This is, look, if I was to ask you if you would come in one night a week a little later, so that if I went on a date with somebody, you could help me get in bed.
Yeah.
I was told that they wouldn't, simply because they're like, well, if you go out and find somebody, just have her put you to bed. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Can you imagine doing that on the first date?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That's awful.
That's not something you can really sort of throw on somebody at the first go. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying, do it like twice, 3 times. Let me see where something goes.
Exactly. Yeah, give it some time. Yeah, you can't just expect the first date and then. Yeah.
So basically, I had this thing. Because I had to date around their schedule, I could only date somebody from about 3:30 in the afternoon until about 7:30, because they wanted to put me to bed, about 8 o'clock. So you know how hard it is to find anybody decent.
I
it's
know.
available. It's available.
I'm so sorry, Casey, that you have to deal with that. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. I really, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I wish that there was something I could do.
That is one of those that, unfortunately, as much as I hate saying it, and as much as I generally feel I'm insulting Casey by saying this, but I do not mean it to be an insult. This is where having a nursing home or having a care home of that sort of degree would be beneficial for him. But if he's sufficient enough that he can look after himself, besides having somebody come in and care for him as he is, that shouldn't be a requirement for him to have a life like that.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be the default.
And
that should not be the default.
And the government should have better assistance for people like Casey's situation.
Amen.
Yes.
Well, okay. Here's what you gotta understand. And first of all, Shrub, I do not take that as an insult. But I would tell you that before I would go into that situation, I would kill myself before doing that, for the simple reason.
I can only speak, knowing what ours are like. I have no idea the horrors, and I have heard horror stories that yours have probably been and probably are. So I can only speak as what I know. But as I said, I don't mean that in insult that I think that's the only place you should go.
Yeah.
I just simply say being in that situation would make that situation much easier.
Well,
but unfortunately, that's, as you said, the fact that you'd rather die than go in that situation. It's not an issue. It's not an option. Period.
I'll explain for just a second. I mean, I was in nursing homes where it was so bad that when they brought me in, they didn't even know how to plug up the electric bed that I had to sleep in. So then they had it so that when you wanted to call the nurse, you had to pull a bell cord, which hit a light switch that let the light on outside your door for the nurse to come see you. Well, unfortunately, because these idiots tied the thing to the bed, tied a knot in the rope high enough between the bed frame and where I had to pull the rope, it would never work when I was laying down. So I would have to move the bed all the way up and try to grab the rope in order to pull the thing. So what had to happen was it never worked unless the nurse came in there and did it. And she says, "Well, you're not trying very hard." And I'm like, so I had to sit there.
They're blaming you? That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
They're blaming me. Then I had to stay, with the door open all night so that I could call somebody if I needed them. And I'm like, look, I'm like calling because my urinals are full on the bedside, and and I'm like, would somebody take these? And I actually heard the night nurses saying that they didn't even want to go near me because they wanted to go take a smoke break at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, that's awful. And I've heard more stories about doctors and nurses being so uncaring towards their patients that it's not funny at all. I remember when COVID was going on, there were nurses that were literally like setting up cameras, and then they'd like fake cry about, "Oh, we just lost another one." You're setting up a camera to like show the world that you like fake care. I mean, it's ridiculous. And
this is the failure in our healthcare system.
Exactly.
And it kills me because
do want to get back on track. I do want to get back on track.
No, the reason I mentioned this all was because I'm just getting to the point that it's really, really difficult sometimes to go out and find somebody or anything even realistic because you don't have the wherewithal or the ability to even do it. And it's like you look around at all these people as you're rolling around doing your daily stuff, And
yeah, most of them don't even fucking look twice at you. When I did my shoulder injury in the military, people would intentionally barge into you when you walk around with a sling. So imagine what it's like for Casey, on an assisted chair or anything like that. People would purposely just walk in his way just because they're assholes.
They do it all the time. And the thing is, it makes it really hard to break through with women, no phrasing intended, because they automatically see you as some kind of a subhuman being.
Yeah, you're a lesser man because you need this sort of care.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, do y'all still have Casey's Give Send Go? I forgot to save it.
Hang on.
Because I'm gonna on my stream I'm gonna share it around.
Me and Shrubby both have it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, put it in the chat. Oh, no problem, dude. Casey, you have literally kept me from well, I don't want to say on the stream, but
let's put it this way, dude. Now that I know why, I don't have a problem with it. I'll give you even more if I can get it.
I appreciate it, but don't
worry. Chat.
Thank you. I see it.
Well, I mean, that was my only point.
I know. Just worry about yourself first.
Agreed.
Well, no, that was my only point about relationships. So they go,
okay.
Very short.
Okay. Yeah.
That I'm a good guy, and I want to give a woman.
You're one of the best guys, not just a great guy.
Anything I can possibly do to make it easier for her, and all I usually get are women that will look at me, pick my pocket, and go.
Yeah.
You have a heart of gold, Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that. I mean, not to, say any. I mean, I'm not talking about myself here. I'm saying that everybody here, I think, has a heart of gold.
Oh.
No, mine's just alcohol and bitterness.
Fine, we'll deal with it. We'll take it.
But it's alcohol and bitterness, but that's covering the gold underneath.
No, not even that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're just being modest. I hear it, but I still hear that gold clinking around underneath that.
I had to get the tangent bell out.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was ice in it. I thought that was a glass of alcohol with ice that he was shaking.
I love that word. It's a tantric.
Fair enough.
I had to get the tangent bell out. Usually, I only have to use the tangent bell on Richard because you know how he is.
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that, but I kind of deviated this into the tangent. So if anybody deserves it, it's me, Dad.
No, I thought it was a good conversation.
No, I did too.
It really opens our eyes to, as much as it sucks as, to use a phrase, able-bodied as people can be and whatever, of just getting how bad it is for relationships. It's added, a factor of 10 as soon as you take the able-bodied away from whatever situation Casey's in. It's already a problem before it even starts.
Yeah. And I think having these conversations goes with what Casey was saying, is that with technology now, we don't get a chance to go out and be a part of a community. And this is really the closest that we get. And by opening up is the closest that we can get to. And I think it's beautiful that we get a chance to open up and say what's in our hearts and, be connected like this.
For sure.
See, and I absolutely love it because, when we came onto YouTube, I had a really big problem with, are we going to connect with people?
Yeah.
Can we see them for who they are? We went through our trials and tribulations in the last year because we figured out that it's been a little over a year that we started watching Dub, and then we found Tony and found everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, you all are my second family. Everybody knows about
exactly. Yeah. Well, y'all are my first family. Yeah. I mean, I agree. And honestly, it's really rare to find that, especially on social media and YouTube, because of what Casey was saying. People hide behind their social media avatars. They try to make themselves out to be something they're not. But luckily, we're in a not just a community, like Richard says, we're a family here, and so we're not afraid to open up and let people know who we really are. And I think that's beautiful. I think that that's something special that we should really hold on to and be appreciative of.
Yeah, people stopped in the world. I think people are just so less genuine. So to find genuine people, it's mind blowing. I mean, I have people at work that are stupid fake. You can read them like a book. Yeah. And I'm just like, why? You put so much more energy into being fake than you do being real.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
Sigvaldason, I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you, man. Siggy? I hope you're doing all right, man. I love you. God bless.
Welcome. Well, welcome in, Siggy. How you doing tonight?
They still mocked our own.
Yeah,
you got your free pass. Always... You got your free pass, Siggy. That doesn't mean you get a free pass forever.
Well, he and I had a little deal going this week where for one Friday Night Frolics, he did not blaspheme Doomcock, and I did not blaspheme or otherwise try to hinder Harvey.
Well, you will all perish in flames.
And we both carried through on our personal ends of the bargain.
Good.
Well, I don't see what the big deal is with Harvey. I mean, all I got to do, throw out the washing machine, he's gone.
He's practically in a washing machine as it is. Yeah.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
So, well, we just need to put the right kind of detergent in.
Just put it on heavy load.
Casey, please put that in the super chat on Friday Night Frolics. Please put that in
Yes.
All right. Can somebody click? Is there any way somebody can clip this so I know exactly what I said so I can put it?
All right. Hang on. I'll put something in there.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, Valentine's Day should be about more than just romantic love. It should be about love of family, love of the ones that you hold closest to you.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
I love you all.
Go ahead and say it, Shrubby. Go ahead and say it.
But there is something special about having I mean, maybe it's just ingrained in us because of marketing and all that and propaganda, but there is something special about having a Valentine, somebody that you connect with, that you spend the day with, and you have maybe not a romantic, but I mean that would be nice, but have something, special with somebody that day. I don't know.
It really does.
I guess I just miss it because it's been so long.
Rainbow Sparkle and I, we've known each other for ages, and at this point, we are able to predict each other's insanity. And
I bet Crazy and Alice are the same way.
Mm. I said that's been the running joke or whatever this entire time, hasn't it? Every time Alice is a bit toey or making very lewd jokes and whatever. What's our first response? Crazy, get in here, take her around the back, give her a large portion so she'll calm down.
Yeah, I'm easily excited. I'm glad that we all have accepted this fact.
If
you're not easily excited, you're not easily excited. You're just insatiably excited.
It was actually my surgery that put us back together. So that was, what looked like one of the worst things that could happen. So might have ended up being one of the best things that happened in my life because it put us back together.
And that is fair. I can see that argument.
Later? Yeah. So,
but yeah. Rainbow Sparkle is the light of my life, and without her, I would absolutely be lost.
Yep.
I bet.
He's not just saying that with a knife to his nuts.
Okay, Deadpool.
You know it's true. Don't try and deny it.
Now, if only DBK were here, then he'd have concrete proof that she exists. Because he's under the impression that she's imaginary and lives in, as he calls it, Canada.
I've always called it Canada.
It's always Canada. They're all full of Canucks. What are you doing in Canada? What are you doing in Canada, man?
Well, anyone who's ever watched the South Park movie knows that Canada, it's all Canada's fault.
Of course, blame Canada.
Yep.
When it down, find the maple leaf.
It's really sad how well that whole bit of Mothers Against Canada really predicted what we're currently in.
I saw that movie in theaters, and I was brought there by my uncle, and the song Uncle Fucker came on. That was the most awkward sitting in a movie I have ever had.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Yeah.
That was
You're about to fight bastard, Uncle Fucker. You don't even sleep on my other lawn. You fuck your uncle all day long.
Back to your uncle yesterday.
That was one of the weirdest moments I had ever seen in South Park, and to this day, I have never rewatched that musical number. Never.
Really? I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I think just because of the awkwardness that it reminds me of.
Stupid. It was so dumb and stupid. That's what made it funny.
Yeah.
And the funniest part about it though is the movie itself was so self-aware of how stupid it was. Where even in the
whole show's like that. Yeah.
Even in the cartoon, even within the confines of the cartoon, the audience in the theater actually vacated the theater during that musical number.
Are you serious? That's funny.
Yeah, a bunch of Christian fundamentalists complained about it.
No. I'm talking in the actual movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I said there were people who left it, and there were also people who, Christian fundamentalists who complained about it.
Yeah. It was.
What did they think they were walking into? I mean, it was rated R. If they're going in to see a South Park movie,
you gotta think they
know what South Park is about.
Yeah.
It's no different to the whole controversy over the life of Brian. Really, people will get offended for offended sake. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
no.
True.
I'm not talking about people in real life being offended by it. I'm talking like in the theater in the movie, like not in the real life movie, but within the confines of the fictional world. The movie
Okay, I get you now.
They themselves vacated the theater,
like the mom,
all the moms and dads and stuff.
Yeah,
they vacated the theater while the Terrence and Phillip movie was playing. When that music number started, leaving only the kids there.
I said, but that's what it was even more aware and ironic that yes, that's exactly what happened in the real life as well. There were people who just got up and walked up as soon as that scene came on. They did exactly what the parents in the movie were doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hilarious because of how self-aware it was.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of South Park being meta and self-aware. And I mean they used to be a lot better about this, but they would pick on every side. They never took a side on anything. They would make fun of whatever. There was no lines, and that's what made it so special.
They made fun of Kathleen Kennedy. They've made fun of Donald Trump. They've made fun of Mickey Mouse, Barbara Streisand,
Barack Obama, Trump.
If you're a celebrity or a politician or involved in some sort of controversy, you got made fun of.
Anywhere in pop culture at all, anything that comes up on Twitter or YouTube, anything popular like that, they would tackle it. And Scientology especially.
Scientology most especially,
yeah.
Oh God, the bit with the guy that was supposed to be Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. He was in the closet. Yeah.
See, that's what I've noticed recently.
He's trapped in the closet.
Because they had so many opportunities to make fun of Biden.
And they only did it once because they were kind of forced to.
And then this last season, it was all about Trump.
Well, yeah, of course. And that's what I'm talking about is that they've changed. Now it's not a free for all anymore. It's kind of one-sided what they make fun of.
Well, unfortunately, what happened here was basically somebody waved a really big check in front of these guys' faces.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it sounds like. It's like with Saturday Night Live for the term of Trump and then going into Biden. For like 8 years, it was all about Alec Baldwin playing Trump and trying, to make fun of him, and their ratings just declined.
Yeah, and I remember even in 2008 when you had Obama and McCain.
Exactly.
Came out.
And they made fun of both of them.
Yeah, and then put them working together at the end.
I mean the whole thing, especially with the turd sandwich and the what is it? The
giant douche and a turd sandwich.
Yeah, giant douche and a turd sandwich. I mean, they didn't have
Daddy in there with the vote or die.
Yeah.
If you could.
And then Kanye West get fish sticks, the fish stick joke. I mean, and then the shitty walk.
If we could, I'd like to move on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go in a little bit and get something to eat since I didn't get a chance to before my stream. But I'll stick around for about maybe 5-10 more minutes.
Yeah. So I do have some games lined up if we get to that point.
Yeah, we've been having some really good conversations, so we haven't had a chance to get to the games. I'm sorry about that. I'm
sorry, Cupid, old boy. I should have been a little more on track.
Yeah.
Well,
as long as it's entertaining for us and for the audience, then that's what matters.
That's what matters. Yes.
Well, I kind of want to stay away from politics as much as possible.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it, but yeah, I was just talking about
we're
South
good.
Park,
yeah, we're good. It's just okay. I want to avoid heading.
I get it. Yeah, I'll cut it off right there.
I love how as soon as you said that, your avatar raised his arm.
Yeah. I'm good. Don't shoot me, boss. I'm good.
But yeah.
I love that Thana's salute.
Do what?
I love that Thana's salute.
Yeah, it is.
I made a really cool banner for my new channel. I've been working behind the scenes, doing a lot of stuff before the channel gets started, before I post my first new videos, and it's coming out really good. I have a 30-minute video, and it's all about a theory, and I'm so excited to share it. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all give it a chance and watch it all the way through.
Is it a game theory or a film theory?
It's a film theory.
Shut up.
Welcome to film theory.
All I got to say is one thing. As long as it doesn't have Orko in it, there's got to be one good thing about it.
No, I don't talk about Orko whatsoever.
Okay.
I do talk about Wildor though.
Well, okay.
Orko is like Bruno. We don't talk about.
Yeah, but I only talk about Gwildor because it's a necessity to talk about to explain the theory.
Well, actually, you know what? Gwildor was the only thing that I've ever seen that made Orko, even help it make sense.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I never knew what Gwildor actually was.
He was a thesaur. What was it? It's it's the thesaurian or something like that. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I know, but it was like It was like they plucked something out of they plucked something out of the air because they needed to find something that wasn't. They put something that wasn't even in the show in the movie, and it looks so stupid. And every time I look at it, I go, "What is he?
What are you?
What are those?
What are those?"
Anyway, Dan, I apologize.
Don't apologize, Casey. We're having fun.
Yeah,
we're having fun. We're having fun making fun of a holiday.
Yeah.
I think
being that it's always been my birthday, I've never even really celebrated Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I'm always second to it.
Have you had a good birthday so far?
As I said, what was promised and what will have to happen after he stopped all the streaming. So,
well, we have a very busy night, so I had to knock a few things.
Yeah. Okay. so you're gonna have a good birthday. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all I know.
No, y'all already made it to one of the best birthdays I've ever.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm serious.
Thank
I
you.
haven't celebrated it in years since I was probably.
Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Well, all I know, Crazy, is the way I look at it, you probably got the best Valentine there is every day of the year. So
yeah.
Why do you need to celebrate it?
Yeah, exactly.
God already.
this is true. This is true.
God already gave it to you, Grace. God already gave it to you.
I'm glad.
Why do you need to worry about all the major holidays and whatever? You basically won the jackpot straight off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I know I have my blessing and my reason for celebrating.
Yeah. and you should. God bless you both.
And like you said, it should, this day should be more, it shouldn't just be limited to, romantic relationships. So I'm celebrating it with all of you. Y'all are my Valentine this year.
Oh, I didn't even get you. I didn't even get you any candy.
It's all right. I don't need to be eating candy anyway. I need to work out more.
Someone get me a fucking bucket. I'm going to throw up.
Shut up. you alcohol and whatever, covered gold heart.
Maybe a silver heart covered in crap.
Maybe bronze.
Yeah, as Carlos Fisher was covered. It covered in shit.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go make something real quick to eat before the stream starts. But
go ahead and promote your new channel, Theta.
Oh, thank you. So my new channel is Nerd Archaeology. It's Nerd Space Archaeology on YouTube. And I'm going to be posting 3 videos coming. The first one is going to be a theory about how Masters of the Universe 1987 should have been the prequel to this new movie, and it would explain why they're on Earth and a bunch of other stuff. It goes into the whole theory. So I hope that you'll watch the whole video and give me the watch hours I need so I can get the channel monetized as quickly as possible. But other than that,
monetized.
Yeah. And other than that, I'm also doing a deep dive into Spider-Man Noir, which is a new series that's Amazon Prime is putting out, and I'm going to be compare and contrasting the comic book Spider-Man Noir to this new show Spider Noir with Nicolas Cage, which actually looks really good. And then I'm also going to be going over. I'm going to be making a series on the comic book series that John Carpenter wrote as a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China. It takes place right after the ending of Big Trouble in Little China, where Jack Burton is driving off in the Pork Chop Express with that monster hanging off of the back. And that's where we start off. And other than that, I love you all. Thank you for letting me be here. And happy birthday, Crazy Horse. Happy Valentine's to everybody. I love you all. I hope that you'll subscribe and enjoy the content. Don't give me a pity subscription. Only subscribe if you like the content and you want to support the channel. But other than that, I'm doing a trivia show after this. So if you want to join that and try to win your nerd medal for the night, then feel free to join. And I have some pretty difficult questions tonight.
And I gotta say, I love that name, the channel name, the Nerd Archaeologist.
Thank you. So I put a lot of work into it. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I took a lot of time. Thank you so much.
I feel like given how old some of the stuff is that we're into, it's very fitting.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It was perfect to find and to realize that nobody had actually taken that name on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, Rumble. So it's perfect. Yeah, exactly. So I'm really blessed. God is good. I'm very, very thankful to Jesus. So God bless you all, and I hope to see you maybe a little bit later tonight. If not, I hope that you and Crazy Horse and Alice, I hope y'all have a really good night. I think that y'all might. So I love you all. Casey, I hope to talk to you soon. I keep trying to call you, but your phone, it always goes to voicemail. So call me sometime.
Well, what I'll do is I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay, call me tomorrow.
Or I may be on stream later. I don't know.
Okay. I'll send you a link if you want. You can join. Maybe I think I did send you a link.
Well, we'll find out. I don't know how long I'll be around before they come and put me to bed, but
Okay.
I never know these things.
Okay. Well, I sent you a link, I think, and so if you want to join, you're more than welcome to.
Well,
then tomorrow, Shrubby, do you want to join?
Yeah, I'm still okay to whatever jump in for that.
Okay.
For live episode,
shoot me a link too, and I'll see if I can pop over there
Tonight.
I'm not invested nerd trivia, but
okay. Well, you don't have to be in the panel to answer questions. What we do is the chat gets 30 seconds to type in their answer to the question, because it would be a little unfair to ask the question and have the chat have the panel just say the answer, giving less time for the chat. So the chat gets 30 seconds to type in the answer, and then after 30 seconds, then the panel gets a chance to jump in and answer the question. Okay. So whatever you want to do, if you want to be a part of the panel, I will send you a link right now.
Okay.
And you can think about it and figure that out. But
okay.
I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the night.
Talk to you either tonight or tomorrow, buddy.
All right.
Bye, Theta.
Bye. Thank you for having this stream and inviting me.
Yeah,
God bless you all.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Yeah, if I have time and I'm feeling all right, I'm always here. All right.
Hell yeah.
God bless, man. Bye.
Bye.
Bless.
Later, Theta.
This has been a wonderful stream so far.
Agreed.
Indeed.
So, we can either continue our banter for the next. Let's see. Theta's stream starts in 45 minutes. I want to be done in time for him so that I don't step on his toes.
Yep.
We can either continue our banter for the next however long, or we could go into one of the games that I have lined up.
Well, there is one thing that I would like to ask Crazy.
Okay.
And that is, Crazy, I look at your avatar. How do you keep your name so silky?
Lots of mane and tail shampoo.
No.
Oh,
it's Pantene.
They put a lot of conditioner in the soap water.
You gotta use the good stuff. You gotta use the Pantene.
He showers with Pantene, but I don't want them alone to keep me clean.
Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
And when I always had the prettiest manes and tails out there.
Oh God! Terrible. Go home.
Okay.
Rainbow Sparkle and I actually on a daily basis play a game that revolves around horses. So we know all about that.
Okay, with that, I'm leaving.
It's the year of the horse.
Yeah. Don't fucking remind me.
Go ahead. Go ahead and say the line, Shrubby. I know you want to.
Yeah. No fucking horse.
That was a lot of build-up.
I know.
Yep.
And you know what I loved? Did anybody, was I the only one that noticed the part of his warm-up sounded like a weenie?
I heard it too.
I did too.
I hate you and everything you stand for.
I love you too, Shrubby.
Thank you.
Yes, mate. But like I said, whatever you guys feel like doing, yes, most certainly go ahead and do. Unfortunately, I do have to say my goodbyes. It is getting to lunchtime here, and I do have to be elsewhere, unfortunately. So,
alrighty.
I will bid you adieu. Enjoy your lovely stream. I will most certainly try and jump into the chat for Theta for his quizzing. I'm more likely going to focus on tomorrow because I'll be there for the Last Crusade, and I'm not missing watching the Last Crusade.
Have a great day, Shrubby.
I'll try to.
You want to promote yourself before you go, Shrubs?
Yeah, screw it. Why not? Twitch TV, Shrubby 1989, YouTube 1989, Rumble, Twitch TV, Shrubby 1989, because for some reason they wouldn't give me the Shrubby 1989 by itself. Don't know why. Don't care.
I don't think I'm sure.
Yes. Rumble just wants to be different. Go figure. And yes, on X as well, Shrubby 1989. Can't miss me. I've got the if you sit on his face, he dies. So be it. He dies. Can't miss it. Can't miss the image. Can't miss the banner. Happy for anybody who's going to be jumping in to subscribe, watch the streams. I will be starting a new stream for Diablo 2, considering the new expansion for Warlock just came out. So after 20 years. So, yeah. See how well they've actually screwed this up. Yeah, better late than never. See how well they screwed this up. So it is Blizzard after all. It is Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard used to be a good company.
Indeed.
Now they can just call it a Blizzard of I won't go in.
Was Blizzard the one that did StarCraft way back in the day?
Yes,
I believe so.
them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm talking way back.
Yeah, they did StarCraft. They did StarCraft. They did WoW. Warcraft. You name it, they did it.
I remember playing some StarCraft way back when.
Love when you get your nerd on. It's cute.
Here recently, I've been revisiting an old DOS game called Master of Orion 2.
Are you that suicidal?
I love that game. What are you talking about?
All right, I shall bid you all adieu.
All right, bye, Shrubs.
Have a good time, whatever you do for the next half hour or so. And if you're over in the for the quizzing, I'll see you there.
Okay.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
And then there were 4. Plus the 2 people remaining in chat.
It's been a good stream.
It has. This is honestly I think I've only really done 2 actual proper streams. But personally, I think this was the better of the 2.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. For Valentine's Day, it kind of fit. It did fit.
I love getting to know everybody even better. And I feel like when we have real conversations, even if I'm just kind of listening and letting everybody, say what's on their heart, like that's what builds community.
Yes.
So it's that key element.
Communication. There are three things that are required for communication. They're required for a healthy relationship: communication, trust, and what was the third thing? Communication, trust. Because I know all three of them form a symbiote circle. If you lose a single one of them, you lose the other two, and the whole relationship breaks down.
I'm trying to
you can't have trust without communication.
Right.
To me, there's a lot of faith in there too. Probably not what it is, but
y'all get the point. Y'all get the point that I'm trying to drive home.
Yeah, I can say that's a couple other things besides 3.
Yeah, actually, I can come up with a couple myself. One of them has to be adaptability, because even if people can communicate, if they're not willing to adapt in some form or other, your relationship is doomed.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that case.
Like with if I may, Rainbow Sparkle, with Rainbow Sparkle being in a wheelchair, I have dedicated myself to if and when we ever do finally actually start, like, we get together in real life and we get married, move in together and all that. Mm-hmm. I am going to make damn sure that she feels as pampered and loved as she deserves.
Yep. No, and I know you will.
And it can be the little things like setting up a ramp, making sure the house has maybe lowered shelving so she can reach it. It's little things and then so much more.
Yeah. It's the little things. One thing I have learned from my relationship with Rainbow Sparkle is it's the little things that mean the most.
You're right.
Even just those little moments of sending a meme and then replying with an ultra violent meme in return.
Yep.
Or a video that I sent him earlier of a dog asking, "Will you be my Valentine?" by throwing little basketballs into baskets, but then at the end it says banana.
Will you instead of "Will you be my Valentine," it's "Will you be my banana?"
Well, they do say BANBNAS, so I love it.
Yep. And anyone who knows me knows I'm bananas.
Yep.
I am absolutely bananas, and I love bananas.
Well, I'm actually glad to hear you say that way, Will, because that means that you can at least admit it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I got so many screws loose, I could barely hold together when I go outside in a wind.
Somebody probably took most of the screws to build a shed or something.
Actually, there was this one guy. He used to follow me around with a wheelchair, with a wheelbarrow. When the wind would blow and he'd picking up the nuts, I don't know what he did with them.
Oh my God, Casey, I'm gonna have to find you the picture I took when I found my loose screw at work.
Oh.
Oh.
You
actually found your loose screw?
I did, and it was itty bitty tiny. It was like tucked up under something, and then everybody proceeded to tell me that wasn't my only loose screw, and I was like, "Oh,
no!" Somebody tried to take your. I can't do it. I can't.
To be fair, To be fair, I have so many screws loose. I wonder if I even have any screws left sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like I go out and breathe, and I feel like I'm shaking apart from the inside. You know, where'd they go? Where did they go? So I have to start I have to start numbering all my parts now, just so I know that the parts I go out with are the parts I come in with.
Yep.
Well, I hope that you all will forgive me for just a bit. I need to get something to drink.
Well, I think I'm gonna start wrapping up anyway.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well,
So-
like I say, Crazy Alice. In case I don't see you guys later on Theta, Crazy, have a wonderful birthday. Happy Valentine's Day. God bless you. I got to say, you and Alice have been one of the biggest joys in my life since I met you. I only regret that we never met earlier.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and you know we love you, Casey.
So much.
Well,
Casey, before you go, would you like to promote your channel?
Oh, okay. It's time for more show my shit. Okay, I can do that. Thank you for allowing me to be part of the stream, Wavo. I really enjoyed it. If after you are finished with Theta Stream or wherever you choose to go this evening, if you find yourself in need for something just a little creepy and unsettling, as only a guy in a wheelchair wearing a Grim Reaper outfit with accompanying flaming scythe can do it, please feel free to visit my channel at Casey's Creepy Creations. I would love to hear from you. I would love any comment. Comment, please. Nobody ever did. I will have more for you very, very, very soon. I'm working. I'm working on my first full novel now.
And you are definitely talented with your writing.
Oh yes.
Well, I'm going to send you all copies before I go, before this goes live, because I'm writing in a different style than anything you've ever seen or anything I've ever done.
Wow.
So I need to know, because what I've decided to do is I'm mixing horror, I'm mixing futurism. I'm mixing and I'm mixing medieval romance.
Oh, Casey.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do romance novels, and I found something several weeks ago that introduced me to something on Amazon called Romantasy. And Romantasy just means romance mixed with medieval stuff, and I'm throwing into science fiction and the horror. And I think we might have a winner here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I hope we do. I hope it's still creepy enough to play on my channel, because I really don't want to have to start another channel. Besides that, I want to keep this guy in business. He hasn't been around that long.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you have cooked up, Casey. This is gonna be good.
When he said medieval, I think about it blew my mind, because I adore. Well, Casey knows I love the post-depression era too, but
when you did your Renaissance festivals, right?
I'm such a big Renaissance girl.
I like Arthurian. I like Arthurian legend.
Yes.
And when it comes to weapons, as you can tell by my avatar, my weapon of choice is a sword.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way, dude. I took a page from George Lucas. When he put together Star Wars, he blended a whole bunch of different things together, and like I've got my own version of a broadsword. I've got my own version of a I've got like you know how during like late medieval period they actually started to have actual flintlock dueling pistols.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the actual proper firearms. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a version of that looks just like it that fires plasma.
Ooh. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just mixing it all together and seeing what I come up with, and I've been really pleased with the result.
I can't wait.
I can't wait, Gabe. Cannot
Well,
wait.
You're
like I said,
making my mouth water.
well,
Yeah.
like I say, Crazy Alice and everyone here will get the first look at it because I want all the feedback I can get because what I'm hoping to be able to do is I'm hoping to be able to put these up on Amazon as novels and have a link back to my normal channel where I can go ahead then and make more of these things and turn them into chapterized videos. So basically, I mean, for example, the book I'm working on now has 20 chapters. So I figure if I can do the same thing, I could drop a chapter a day, and it's 20 days worth of content.
Ooh, I love it. Keep them wanting just a little more, a little more.
Yes.
That's a brilliant game
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, and the thing is, at that point, at the end of the video, you send them down to either where you can pick up that book or where you can pick up other books created by the same author, and basically I can turn Casey's Creepy Creations into a real brand that actually sells something other than T-shirts and the regular stuff. Because honestly, overall, you'd make more money by selling a book on Amazon than you'd make by selling a T-shirt from Teespring.
Yep, more than merchandising. I can't do the accent.
You got it, Crazy. You got it. We'll work on it.
I can't do it.
We'll work on it. Matter of fact, what I'd like to do, if I would have wanted to talk to you guys later, and then I'll shut up and go away. But what I'd like to do though, if you guys would be willing, after you read this, if either of you would like to do something like this, I would actually be willing to ghostwrite the book for you or books for you at no charge to you, as long as you told me what you wanted.
Yeah. Well, I know it's been crazy the last 3 weeks with everything going on in the snowstorm,
and
so we haven't had time to sit down and think about anything yet. But
I know.
we can definitely do something.
I'm just saying, if you guys, after you read what I gave you, if you like it, maybe we can work something out to either turn Alice into a set of novels or anything else you'd like into a set of novels, just so that maybe you can get some income coming in off your channel even before you're monetized.
True. Yeah.
And I would be willing to do that for anybody here.
Yeah, because Juaraevo, man, if he read, he should see what Casey wrote.
I gotta send it to him
about our story with Evil Alice and the puppets.
I gotta send it to him.
It's amazing. It's great.
And Casey, I will be taking you up on that offer because I have an idea for what I want for my rewrite of chapter 1 of the season 1 of Tales of Destiny.
Ooh, what's Tales of Destiny? I've not heard of this one yet, have I?
Well, I originally had a whole thing written out that was going to be going off of a story, a little fun thing I had going with somebody. Me and that person ended up having a falling out, so I ended up scrapping the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. I know.
Well, what I'm saying, Wavo, is I'm going to be branching out into a whole bunch of books. So if you want to do just plain science fiction, if you want to do whatever you want to do, just let me know. Give me some feedback, and we'll work together to help you craft whatever you want. There again, at no charge to you. My hope is that by helping other people to be successful with their channel, at least I can empower somebody to do more than I was able to do.
Oh, wow.
You are an absolute sweetheart, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't agree enough.
All I can say is
amen, hallelujah, and a boom shakalaka clip for that one.
And a partridge in a pear tree with a gunshot wound.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We won't use a gunshot. We'll just use a sigil. I'll let you see what a sigil caster is when I'm done. That's what I call the guns. Our plasma sigil casters.
Ooh.
Because they all of them are actually genetically coded to their user. And like even the broadswords are genetically coded to the user.
Oh my god, I love that.
So nobody else can use them.
Oh.
Unless they unlock it. You know, unless somebody gives it to you and unlocks it first. But otherwise, nobody else can use it. And I guarantee you, by the time this is done, these things are going to do things that will make lightsabers wish that they could do them.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
gonna continue our little. All right, bye, Casey.
Bye, gang.
Continue our little wrap up here.
See you very soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Crazy and Alice, go ahead and hawk your stuff.
Well, I really don't have much to hawk right now.
I think our greatest gift right now is getting to collaborate with everybody. So
and spending time with everybody and bouncing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, since a few things have happened, of course, I put our channel on hold for a little bit, but we'll be thinking of something soon to get it going again. I still have full StreamYard that we got, so
one of these days, I'll have to have you guys come up here with the puppets.
Yeah. And then and Richard too, because he's got the judge.
Mm-hmm. And I would
if I could find somebody to make clothing, I'd like to have somebody to make me a cloak like my avatar has.
Oh, let me see if I still have the pattern. Yeah, I might still have the pattern for that one.
Well, we were doing
because I can send you, because if you want, Alice, I can send you the original full body picture of my avatar so you can see the full thing.
Yeah, send it, because I think I might have a pattern downstairs that I can tweak.
Yeah, because while we were doing Richard's live stream, Alice was putting fur on one of the new puppets she's been making. There's the bob.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
It kind of looks like Harold, from Orgs. It ended up starting to look like Harold.
Yeah.
Yep. No, definitely send it to me.
I will dig it up after the stream.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. Now, I know the answer to this, but Rainbow Sparkle, sweetheart, is there anyone you would like to promote?
I do have a YouTube channel called Murky Storm, but I haven't done anything on it in a while, so I don't know if anyone would find anything to enjoy, really.
I forgot you even had a YouTube channel. That was what? 6 years ago?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me see if I can dig that up real quick.
I love that she's still trying to put it out there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, may as well be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's it about?
Whatever.
Okay.
It's looks like mainly just like blog stuff.
Yeah, just a few short things I did a long time ago. Haven't done anything in a long time.
Let me see. You know what? Boop. Boop. And boom.
Okay. Let me go over here. Where is it? Okay. There it is. All right. Page one. Actually, there's two.
Yay.
That way we can find it.
Yep.
And
In case she
support.
does something else again.
My little pony.
All right.
My Little Pony.
Yep. And that is all for the I Hate Valentine's Day live stream. Thank you all so much for joining us. God bless, and be kind to each other, as Richard Spake is always saying.
Yes.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.